Thank
Sanket,
you, sir.
I didn't get your question.
I was asking about the recording.
Acha,
It is
the
recorded?
recording is going on. The recording is going on.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
don't worry. Okay, perfect. So as such, there's no definition of classification, but if you see the type one says 7a plus 1 is equal to 8b plus 1. What comes in your mind? I repeat, if I ask you what comes in your mind when you see this kind of a series, you possibly will say this is a kind of series where 7a is equal to 8b. Am I right? Am I right to all of you? Everyone out here? If you have to classify, you will say this is nothing but 7 is equal to 8b. So the multiple of 7 is as same as the multiple of 8. And you possibly will say this is nothing but the LCM of 7 and 8. This kind of a series may exist. Second seems 7a plus 2 is equal to 8b plus 3. Now here, if you have to classify series number 1, I repeat, if you got to classify series number 1, you will say, sir, it seems that the remainder in both the cases are constant. Can I say type 1 is the case where the remainders are constant? You guys have to say yes, no, good, bad, ugly, something at least. 7a plus 1. So multiplied by 7, you get a remainder of 1. Multiplied by 8, you get a remainder of 1. So type 1 is basically the case where the remainders are constant. Where the remainders are constant. So if I have to find a series of all such values, if you have to find a series of all such values, the answer is straightforward. It is the LCM of the values a and b plus the remainder. It is nothing but the LCM of values a and b plus the remainder, the coefficient of a and b. What is the LCM of 7 and 8? The LCM of 7 and 8 will be 56. So the final value series will be of 56k plus 1 type. Is this clear to all of you? Which means the first number itself will be 57. Is this clear? The second number would be 57 into 2 plus 1, which is 113. Is this clear to all of you? This is the kind of a series that we are talking about. All of you tell me whether this is understood or not. Type 1 I am saying is the type where the remainders are constant. Whenever the remainders are constant, how would you solve? One sub solution. Take the LCM of the coefficient and then add the remainder. Type 2, you will say that this time the remainders are not constant. One side is 2 and one side is 3. But if you look at the difference of divisor and the remainder, the difference of value 7 minus 2 is 5 and 8 minus 3 is 5. So can I say this time the difference between the values are constant? Can I say this time the difference between the values are constant? Yes or no? If the difference between the values are constant, how would you solve this kind of a series? You this time you will take the LCM of A and B and you will subtract the difference between the values. You will subtract the difference between the values. For example, the LCM of 7 and 8 is 56k minus the difference is 5. So the kind of series that we are talking about will be 56 minus 1, which is 51. Followed by that, 56 into 2 minus 5 likewise. Now, if you divide 51 by 7, you get a remainder of 2. If you divide 51 by 8, you get a remainder of 3. So this is a kind of a series which is going to satisfy both the numerical values, which is 7a plus 2 is equal to 8b plus 3. Is this clear and clean to all of you? Type 1 and 2, is this clear to all of you? Type 1 and 2. Type 1, I told you. Type 1, what is there? The remainders are constant. Type 2 is the difference between the values are constant. You multiply the value by 7, divide the value by 7, you get a remainder of 1. So it has been said 7a plus 1 is equal to 8b plus 1. How to solve? Take the LCM of values and add the remainder. One step solution. Type 2, where the difference is constant. 7a plus 2 is equal to 8b plus 3. The difference of 7 and 2 is 5 and 8 and 3 is 5. What do you do here? You take the LCM of values, subtract the difference. Now type 3 and type 4 we'll see. Type 3, I am classifying this as type 3. There are two set of values. I'm going to solve one of it. And by using that, you can solve the remaining one. Let me solve this type. 9a is equal to 11b plus 7. What do you think? Do you think the difference is constant or do you think the remainder is constant? What do you guys think? Each side, Sanket, each side is representing a series in itself. And we have to come up with a series which is a combination of both. Do you think the remainder is constant or the difference is constant? What is constant here? What is constant here? If you ask me, I'll say none of this is constant. Neither the difference between the values is constant, nor the remainders are constant, because this is 9a plus 0 is equal to 11b plus 7. So type P is the most unusual type. You can actually classify it as neither the difference is constant nor the remainder is constant. If none of them is constant, how do you do it? Some of you will think there would be a manual way. Yes, there is a manual way, but we can derive the algorithm for the set of values very easily. There are two things. First, come up with a set of values of A and B. First, come up with a set of values of A and B, which can give you the values, the term values of the series, which is K. Okay. And also I have to find a series of values. I have to find a series of all those values. You can either get it by first finding the values of A and B. So the first value of A and B is the trial and error method. You have to start assuming values as 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 0 or something like that. You will come up with a value. What do you think? What is the first value on which 9a is equal to 11b plus 7 will be constant? What do you guys think is the first value of k where 9a is equal to 11b plus 7? Anyone who study? Come on. 2 and 1. We know 9 into 2 is 18 and 11 into 1 is 11 plus 1 is 7. 7, 18. Right? So the values of A and B, I repeat, the values of A and B, Ketki, you're right. So what is the first value of the series? The first value is 18, which is 9 into 2 and 11 into 1 plus 7. Now we got the first value. All of you, I believe, will agree with me. We got the first value. The first value of the series is 18. The first value of the series is 18, right? And the values of first term of A and B is 2 and 1. We got the first solution. Now I have to find infinite solutions for the given series, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or there could be a limitation, both A and B should be less than 120. Such kind of a gimmick will be there. But it's simple. Let me give you two perspectives. Either we can get the series value K, using that we can get the value of A and B, or we can get the value of A and B, using A and B we can find the value of series. Okay. Now, let me give you the perspective of how to find the values of A and B. Let me give you the perspective, I repeat. Let me give you the perspective of how to find, I repeat, or let me give you the perspective of how to find the values of A and B. You got the first value of A as 2 and the value of B as 1 and the value of B is 1. Now, onwards, the value of A, the next value of A will go ahead with the coefficient of B. Listen to me very clearly. The next value of A will go ahead with the coefficient of B and the next value of B will go ahead with the coefficient of A, which means the next solution will be 2 plus 11 and B will be 1 plus 9. The solution we are talking about is 13 and 10. This is my second solution. 13 and 10. So we are talking about 13 into 9, which is 11 into 10 plus 7. You will get the solution as 117. Ideally, the series is 18 plus 99k. Why 99? Because 99 is the LCM of coefficient of A and B. Is this clear? 99 is the coefficient. I repeat, 99 is the LCM of coefficient of A and B. So 18 plus 99, 18 plus 99 into 2, 18 plus 99 into 3 will be the series values. We'll go on. Plus 99, plus 99, plus 99, plus 99. And the values of A and B will go ahead with the coefficient value of A and B. The next value will be 13 plus 9, which is 22, and 10 plus 9, which is 19. There's the next set of value of A and B. Is this clear and clean to all of you? Everyone? Is this clear to all of you? This is the third type of series, which is the most unusual type. How to solve this? It's simple. First, value of A and B is a trial and error method. Next, the values of A and B will go ahead with the coefficient of B and A respectively. Vice versa, the coefficients are changing. Depending on that, if you want to find a series value, it's simple. The first value is 18. So the next value will be 18 plus 99. Next is 99 into 2 plus 18, like this. Because 99 is the LCM of A and B coefficient. Is this clear to all of you? Everyone? Everyone out here, is this clear? Let me know quickly. Perfect. And the fourth type that we are talking about is successive division. Now, successive division is one of those which has not been covered in type 1, type 2, or type 3. Now, here the same single value, let's say one value 1, will be divided successively by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And depending on that, there would be a pattern. There would be a pattern of remainders which will may come up. But the question will specifically say that this is a question of successive division, which I'll show you. Nothing to worry about. Okay. Let me throw the questions on you guys, and then we'll talk about the solution, what needs to be done, how it needs to be done. Perfect. Can you all see the question? Let me know if all of you can see the. Everyone out here. Okay, now tell me, this is type 1, type 2, type 3, or type 4? Tell me this is type 1, type 2, type 3, or type 4? Everyone out here, come on. We'll discuss type 1, 2, 3, 4, right? What is this? The question which you can see here, tell me, I am not getting any response from all of you. This is type 1. How do you understand type 1? Type 1 is the remainder is constant. Type 2 is difference is constant. Type 3, nothing is constant. Type 4 is successive division. This type 1, 2, 3, or 4. Come on. If you see, the remainders are not constant, but the difference of 3 and 2, the difference of 4 and 1, and the difference of 7 and 4. The remainders. Okay. You are saying this is type 2, this is not type 2. This is not type 2, this is type 4, where this is successive division. Here the difference is 3, here the difference is 3, here the difference is 1. However, it is being told to you, there's a keyword here in the question. After the division of a single number successively, one single number which has been successively divided by 3, 4, and 7, you get the remainder of the following values as 2, 1, and 4. What is the remainder with the same value is divided by 16? So basically, dude, this is type 4. Type 4 is successive division. Type 4 is successive division. So we are looking at a value which is 3a plus 2, which is 4b plus 1 is equal to 4c plus 7. This is the type of question that we are looking at. Some of you will solve the question, or repeat, some of you will solve the question by trial and error method, but that's not efficient way. Let me give you a perspective. List down all the divisors. The divisors are 3, 4, and 7. I repeat, the, the divisors are 3, 4, and 7, and the remainders are 2, 1, and 4. So मैंने sequentially values को लिखा हुआ है, which is divisor और उसके ठीक नीचे remainder, उसके ठीक नीचे we have got the remainder of values, right? 3, 4, 7 के नीचे 2, 1, 4. Now, if you want a direct solution, I repeat, if you want a direct solution of finding the value, what you need to do is listen to me very clearly and carefully. You will get a wonderful perspective of solving these questions. Take the last remainder. Take the last remainder, multiply with the previous divisor. 4 4s are 16. Now add the next remainder. 16 plus 1 is 17. Multiply the next divisor and add the last remainder. We are talking about 4 4s are 16. 16 plus 1 17. 17 3s are is 51, and 51 plus 2 is 53. So the kind of values that we are talking about is 53k. Now tell me the remainder. Tell me the remainder when 53 has been divided by 16. We know 16 3 is 48, so we get the remainder of 5, and you will mark the answer as 5. This is the most shortest and the easiest way of solving the question. The fourth type was basically, I told you, would be about successive division. What do? List down the divisors, list down the remainder, one by one, just below to it. And now take the last remainder, multiply with the preceding divisor, add the last next remainder, multiply with the preceding divisor, add the last remainder. 4 fours are 16. 16 plus 1 is 17. 17 into 3 is 51. Plus 2 is 53. So what you need to do is just divide 53 by 16 to get the remainder, which is 5. Is this clear to all of you? Is this clear to all of you? Everyone who was live here, is this clear? Perfect. Possibly let's solve one more question, which is on successive division then. Okay. Again, it is being said when a given number is being successively divided. Again, this is the case of successive division. How to solve successive division? On one side, write divisors, and then on the bottom side, write down or list down the remainders. 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, and 3. The most easiest way is 3 fours are 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 threes is 42 plus 1 is 43. So you got the value as 43. 43 को तुम 60 से divide करोगे तो remainder कितना मिलेगा? All of you are perfect. Awesome. I like the spirit. Perfect. The answer is simple as 43. Good enough. Is the type 4 clear to all of you? Is the type 4 clear to all of you? Say yes, no, good, bad, ugly, whatsoever you want to conclude. Okay. Asha, tell me this type. What is this? Type 1, 2, or 3? This is type 1, 2, or 3. Okay. If this is type 1, tell me what is the answer for the given solution. Now you will take only 10 seconds. Now you will take only 10 seconds to get the answer. Come on. What is the answer? You take, how do you solve this? You first take the LCM of all the values. I repeat. You first take the LCM of all the values and then you add the remainder. What is the LCM of 4? What is the LCM of 4, 6, and 7? 4 and 6 will give you 12. 12 7 is 84 because both of them will be co-prime. 84 plus 2, the value is 86. It's simple. Like in 10 seconds, you can get the answer. In 10 seconds, you can directly get the answer. Is this clear to all of you? This was type 1. How to solve type 1? Type 1 is you take the LCM of all the values and then you add the remainder. 4, 6, and 7. 84 plus 2, 86. Tell me what type is this? The question which you can see on the screen. What type is this? This is type 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this up to? Type 1, 2, 3, or 4. This is type 2. What is type 2? Where the difference between the values is constant. Difference of 2 and 1, 3 and 2, 4 and 3, 5 and 4, 6 and 5 is 1. It's all constant. How to solve a question like this? Take the LCM of all the divisors, take the LCM of all the values, and you subtract the difference. Take the LCM and then you subtract the difference. Come on, take 10 seconds and give me the answer. Take 10 seconds and then give me the answer. Come on. Come on, what is going to be the answer for the given question? What is going to be the answer for the given question? Come on. Okay, all of you. So we are talking about the LCM of the value, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What is the LCM of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Come on. What is the LCM of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 60, good enough. So we are talking about a set of values which is 60k minus 1. The series is 60k minus 1. So 1 is 59, next is 119, and this it's going to go on. As said, it is 60k minus 1 plus 60 plus 60 plus 60. Why 60? Because 60 is the LCM of all the coefficients. We are talking about a set of value which is going to be in the range of 0 to 100. Dude, there's only one value in the range, which is 59. So you will mark the answer as option number B. Perfect. All of you are perfect and damn awesome. I hope we are doing good. You are able to understand things, right? All of you. Okay, now I'm going to give you this type. The series which you can see on the screen. This is type 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Yes. Type 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is you know the perspective and the way of solving of type 1 also, type 2 also, type 3 also, and type 4 also. Which type is this? Come on, which type is this? I'm not getting any response. Anyone? I hope you guys are able to hear me. If you ask me, this is, if you got it or you are not able to solve this question, come on, tell me. You have understood this or you are not able to solve? Not getting. Okay. They are saying the series is 2, 5, 8 till the 58 term. This is one series, 2, 5, 8. Next is 3, 5, 7, 9 till the 68 term. Till the 68 term. And the question is how many terms are identical? The question is how many terms are identical? See, you will not get to see. As said, the question would be either in the form of numerical or equations or word-based problem or a diagram-based question. But the fundamental is same. This is the way of representation. Like टाइप 3 को मैंने कैसे बताया टाइप 3 को मैंने यहाँ पे इक्वेशन फॉर्म में बताया हुआ था अभी ऑल विथ मी आई एम सेइंग टाइप 3 को मैंने पहले यहाँ पे इक्वेशन फॉर्म में बताया हुआ था 4a plus 7b is equal to 3 and 9a is equal to 11b plus 7 the same question जो वर्ड फॉर्म में आएगा रिपीट अगर ये सेम क्वेश्चन वर्ड फॉर्म में आएगा तो ये इस तरीके से देखिएगा दिस इज द एक्चुअल कैट क्वेश्चन तुमको पहले इसका इक्वेशन कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा तो दिख रहा है कि यहाँ पे जो फर्स्ट टर्म है वो 5 कॉमन है बट इतना ही दिख रहा है कि 5 कॉमन है बट यहाँ 50वां टर्म क्या आएगा 68 टर्म क्या आएगा उसका सीरीज निकालोगे तो मैनुअल नहीं करना है अभी वर्ड बेस्ड क्वेश्चन इफ यू आस्क मी कि डूड तो जो वर्ड बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है इसको मुझे इक्वेशन फॉर्म में करके बताओ तो क्या होगा द फर्स्ट इज 2 5 8 गोइंग ऑन नेक्स्ट इज 3 5 7 9 द सीरीज इज गोइंग ऑन this is still 58 term this is still 68 term if you have to transform the given equation word based question into a equation based question iska generalized expression kaise banega pata hai what is the difference what is the common difference between the values what is the common difference between the values come on so 3 right it is 3a plus 2 Jyoti Ketki everyone of Sanket that is 3a plus 2 तो ये सीरीज में ए की वैल्यू को 0 डालूंगा तो पहला टर्म मिलेगा ए की वैल्यू को 1 डालूंगा तो सेकंड टर्म 2 डालूंगा तो थर्ड टर्म you will get 1 से लेके 58 टर्म। अगर ये ऐसा बना 3a + 2, तो ये इक्वेशन 2 कैसा बनेगा? What is equation 2? Come on, equation 2 is difference is 2, so you will say this is 2b + 3. This is 2b + 3. Good enough. अब सॉल्व हो सकता है ना? We are talking about 3a + 2 is equal to 2b + 3. अब यहाँ पे मैं a और b निकालूं और यहाँ पे मैं सीरीज की वैल्यूज निकालते जाऊं, कॉमन आते जाएगा ना। पहला सीरीज तो मेरे को पता है कौन सा है, 5 यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है, 5 5 कॉमन है। 5 कहाँ पे आएगा? 5 आएगा 1 1 पे। a is 1 and b is 1. All of you are with me, yes or no? उसके बाद a का कोफिशिएंट b के पास जाएगा, b का कोफिशिएंट a के पास आएगा। और अगर तुमको सीरीज निकालनी है तो तुमको मैंने बोला था टेक द एलसीएम ऑफ कोफिशिएंट ऑफ a and b। 3 और 2 का एलसीएम क्या है? 6. So the series is 5 + 6k. I repeat, the series is 5 + 6k. समझ में आया? मतलब 5 आएगा, 11 आएगा, 17 आएगा, 23 आएगा, ये आते जाएगा। ये सब क्या है? ये कॉमन टर्म्स है, ये सीरीज 1 और सीरीज 2 के कॉमन टर्म्स हैं, राइट? बट मुझे क्या पूछा हुआ है? मुझे पूछा है कि इसमें कितने ऐसे, ये जो 1 2 3 4 मिले, ऐसे कितने कॉमन टर्म्स आएंगे। So what do you need to do now? The question is, what do you need to do now and how would you do it? I'll give you the process, but you would have to solve. पहले क्या करो? पहले इसका 50वां टर्म निकालो, इसका 58 टर्म निकालो, इस सीरीज का 68 टर्म निकालो, इसका 58 टर्म, इसका 68 टर्म। जो भी लिमिटेड क्वांटिटी में, मतलब जो भी छोटा है, उसको इसका लास्ट टर्म इक्वेट करके रखो और फिर बताओ इस सीरीज में इस नंबर से छोटे कितने नंबर्स आ रहे हैं। समझ में आया? All of you understood this? All of you understood this? You can unmute and say yes, no, good, bad, ugly. समझ में आया सबको? अब मेरे को सीरीज तो मिल चुकी है, 5 11 7 5 11 17 23 मिल चुका है। अब मुझे निकालना है इसमें कितने टर्म्स है जो कॉमन है। तो इसका 58 टर्म निकालो, इसका 68 टर्म निकालो, जो छोटा है उसको इक्वेट करो और फिर मुझे बताओ कौन सी वैल्यू यहाँ पे आने वाली है, कितने टर्म्स इसमें, 1 2 3 4 कितने टर्म्स आने वाले हैं। I hope you can see the entire screen now. Come on, take your time and solve. Answer from all of you, everyone out here. The answer is 20. The answer is 20. Is the concept clear to all of you? Is the concept clear to all of you? Everyone out here, is this clear? Everyone. Is the concept clear how to solve type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 3? Whether it is in the form of equation or whether it is in the form of word-based problem, you should be able to translate word to equation, equation to words. Shall we solve one more question based on this? Type 3. Shall we solve one more question based on this? Type 3. Come on. Okay, amazing. Good enough. So this is actual CAT 2011 question. Solve this question, please, for me. I hope you are able to see the screen. I would want directly the answer this time from all of you. Come on. You guys are able to solve this? Ketki, you are saying the answer is 9. We would have to match with everyone else. In the meantime, we can quickly cross check. All of you, is this the question has been solved or no? Everyone, the question you guys were able to solve, yes or no? Yes, no, good, bad, ugly. Come on, it's a simple question. Now you will divide in a group of 9, 2 is left. So you will say the first value is 9a plus 2 and the second value is 11b plus 7. The first value on which both of them will be equal will be what? Will be what? It's going to be 29, right? 9 threes are 27. It's going to be 29. So it's going to be 29 plus 99k. So the series that we are talking about is 29 plus 99k is less than or equal to 1000. This is the value that we are talking about. And we would need how many values of k will come up. The question is how many values of k will come up. So take 29 on the other side and take the value from 99k. Now it's a silly question. Now if you know the process, it's going to be a silly question now. So if you do this, you will get the values of k from 1 to 9. You'll get 9 natural numbers which can fit in here. But dude, 29 you have excluded. The actual value will be 29 plus 9 more values. So the number of solutions will be 10. Is this clear? Is this clear to all of you? Everyone? There's going to be 10 such values. Everyone out here, is this clear, clean? So I hope you have understood the classification of series as type 1, 2, 3, and 4. I also hope you know the process and the application, where to apply and what to apply to solve the question in the easiest way. Type 1, to give you a recall, type 1 was the case where the remainder was constant. Type 2 is the case where the difference between the values are constant. Type 3, nothing is constant, you have to find out the pattern. And type 4 is the case where type 4 is where the successor division case was there, right? I hope this is clear to all of you, right? Now, let's start solving these questions once again. Just a second. Perfect. Now let's deal with some actual card questions. Can you all see the screen? Everyone out here, can you all see the screen here? Okay, solve the first question now. Come on. I'll start throwing the questions on you and you would have to solve these questions. Solve the first question. Please solve this question. Yes, what is the answer for the given question? What is the answer for the given question? So it's silly and simple. You can see the difference between the values is constant. 2, 4, 6, 8, and the remainder is 1, 3, 5, 7. And the difference is 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is of the type. Which type is this? This is type 2, where the difference is constant. And where the difference is constant, What do? You take the LCM of 2, 4, 6, 8. Or if you take the difference to, you take the LCM of 2, 4, 6, 8 and you subtract the difference of it. Come on. So what should be the value here? What value are we looking at? What is the LCM of 2, 4, 6, and 8? What is 24? So we are looking at a value which is 24k minus 1. We are looking at 24k minus 1 as 1000. Consider we want only the values of k, right? So it's 24k is equal to 1001. How many values of k can come here? How many values of k can come here? The answer would be 41. The value would be how much? The value would be 41, which you have got. Perfect. I hope all of you have understood this, right? Silly and simple. Okay, solve the next question. Let's solve 2016 actual question now. Come on, please solve the given question. I hope you guys are able to see the question. Come on. What is going to be the answer for the given question? Anyone who's able to solve? Anyone who is able to solve this? Hello, anyone? I'm not getting any response from all of you. I hope you guys are able to. You guys are not able to solve the question. Okay. The question says 88888, which has been mentioned 100 times. Has been divided by 625. Has been divided by 625, and the question is about find the remainder. The question is about find the remainder. If you can recall, we have done something on the level of divisibility rules, right? Can we recall the very first thing that we have seen actually before in the first session of number system was divisibility rules, right? And the divisibility rule was basically about numbers divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, likewise. Okay. We discussed the rule of 5, right? Anyone who can recall what was the rule of 5? Who can help me in understanding what is the rule of 5? Rule of 5, anyone? the unit digit should be 5 or 0. For example, let's take 127. If you have to divide 127, if you divide 127 by 5, what is the remainder? We know the remainder is going to be 2. This time you are not dividing 127, you are actually dividing only the last digit 7 by 5 to get the remainder 2. If I have to check for 25 by 127, you will say this time again the remainder is 2. But you are not dividing 127, you are actually dividing only the last digit, which is 27 by 25 to get the remainder of 2. Can you see the logic and magic here? I'm saying divisibility by 5 is nothing but divide the last number by 5. 25 is last two digit by 5. Can you see this? Can you all see this and check this? Everyone out here, can you all check this? Can you all see this? Right? Okay. So what's going to be 125? 125 is last three digits by 125. And 625 is last four digits to be divided by 625. So the whole question is ideally not this. The question is the last four digit is 8888 and divided by 625 and tell me the remainder. I hope you are able to understand it now, right? Everyone? Perfect. So tell me the answer. All right, the answer is clean and simple. The value is 138. The answer is as simple as 138. All of you right. I hope this is clear, right? Now, next time if you get a simple, so all the questions will come in the form of an application only. I repeat, all the questions are ideally in the form of application only, which you have to solve, right? Now. Okay. Can you solve 2015 question which you can see on the screen? Come on. Now, it's a silly question which you can see on the screen. I would want all of you to take initiative and solve the question. All of you out here, all of you can see the screen. All of you have understood how to solve. What is the question about? The question says sort of four numbers A, B, C, D, any of the pair, be it A, B, B, C, C, D, A, D, whatever you form the pair as, has the common HCF, right? Find the highest common factors of all the four numbers, which is A, B, C, D this time. If the LCM of A and B is 310 and C and D is 651 and C and D is 651. Now first find out the factors of 310 and find out the factors of 651. Come on. If all of you are able to see the screen, find out the factors of 310 and find out the factors of 651. Come on. Everyone, come on, take some initiative now. All of you who are live, I hope all of you can see the screen. Without wasting more time, can you tell me the factors? It's a silly question now. 310 is something but 31 into 10 and 651 is something but 21 to 31. Can you see the common factor of 31 and 31 can be taken out? Sanket, can you see the factor 31 is a prime number itself? So the common factor 31 can also again be taken out. So we very well can see that here the HCF is 31 among A, B and C, D, and the HCF of any of the pair is same. So we'll say the HCF among all four of them will also be 31. All of you agree with me? Yes or no? We found out the LCM as a component as 31, 31 is common. So again, 31 is going to be the HCF of the given sites. 31 again will be the HCF of the given site. And any of the given four numbers, if you make a pair, the HCF is common, they are saying. So it means it gives you a hint that 31 itself will be the common HCF for the four numbers. Is this clear to all of you? Is this clear to all of you? Can you solve this site? 2016. Everyone, can you solve this question? I'll give you a minute to think and check what needs to be done. Please solve this question. We have understood the concept of co-prime last time. Co-prime are the set of values where the HCF is 1. Now the only thing is that here we don't have a single value, we have a range of value. Now take a minute and solve this question. Let me know if you guys are able to solve this question. You guys are able to solve this? You guys are able to understand what the question is about? Yes or no? Yes or no? You guys understood how to solve or no? Shall I solve this for you? Shall I solve the given question for you? I can only give you a hint, a perspective to solve. So I'll be very clear and transparent. I'll give you a perspective of solving. The final answer has to be concluded by you. Is that agreeable? Do you guys agree with me? I'll give you a perspective of solving. You guys would actually have to do the hard work. It lies between 120 and 240 only, right? Of course, Prathamesh. There's a misprint. The value is a natural number n is between 120 and 240. It's equal to or more than 120, less than or equal to 240. The HCF of n and 240 is actually 1. As we discussed, wherever the HCF is 1, those pairs are called as co-prime pairs. All of you agree with me? All of you know the concept? This is going to be called as co-prime pair. Co-prime pair is a pair where the HCF of set of values, be it 2, 3, 4, 5, is going to be 1. Let me give you a perspective of how to solve. The co-prime concepts. Okay. Let's see 12. The question is how many natural numbers? The question is how many natural numbers less than 12? How many natural numbers less than 12 along with 12 will give you HCF of 1? Let's actually solve it manually. Less than 12 is 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Will be 3 to 1, right? Okay. Now, would 1 and 12 be a co-prime pair? Would say yes or no? Would 1 and 12 be a co-prime pair? Yes or no? Quickly, just say, keep on saying yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Prathamesh, the answer would be yes, no. 1 and 12 का HCF तो 1 ही होने वाला है ना? क्या बात कर रहे हो? Okay. What about 2? 2 will not be case. 3 will not happen. 4 will not happen. 5 is a prime number. So we are talking about 5 and 12? Yes. 6 and 12 will not happen. 7 and 12? Yes. 8 will not happen. 9 will not happen. 10 will not happen. And 11 and 12 will happen, right? Perfect. How many numbers we got? We got 1, 5, 7, and 11. So we understood there are 4 numbers. Along with 12 will give you a co-prime of 11. Co-prime of 1. अब मेरे को बताओ 12 के प्राइम फैक्टर्स कौन कौन से? 12 के प्राइम फैक्टर्स कौन कौन से बताओ फटाफट. 12 के प्राइम फैक्टर्स कौन कौन से? Everyone out here, come on. 12 के प्राइम फैक्टर्स कौन कौन से? 2 and 3. 2 and 3. So I'm saying all the multiples of 2, all the multiples of 3 will never, I repeat, all the multiples of 2 and all the multiples of 3 will never make a co-prime pair. Will never ever make a co-prime pair. So कौन कौन से थे? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So multiples of 2 तुम सीधा हटा दो, सब के सब हटा दो सीधा. Multiples of 3 सीधा सीधा हटा दो. जो बच गया वही बचा आंसर 1, 5, 7, 11. ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं ना? ये तो हुआ मैनुअल तरीका. यहाँ पे तुमने थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे एल्गोरिथम बनाया हुआ है, और इसका फाइनल एल्गोरिथम बनाने के लिए I'll say we discussed the number is up to 12. The natural numbers up to 12. And we discussed that all the multiples of 2 and all the multiples of 3 have to be excluded. So you take 1 minus 1 by 2. Half of the values will not be divisible by 2. And 2/3 of the values will not be divisible. So this is the final answer. 12, 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 minus 1 by 3. So 12 into 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. ये कर गया. Final answer is 4. We are not concerned with the set of numbers. We are looking at how many numbers. We are looking at how many values. समझ में आया क्या करना है? नंबर ले लिया x, उसके जो भी प्राइम फैक्टर्स है 1 minus p1, 1 minus p2, 1 minus 1 by p3, ये करते चलो. इससे तुमको set of all the values मिल जाएगा. समझ में आया तुमको? All of you understood this? Yes or no? All of you understood this? Yes or no? अगर समझ में आया, अब तुमको यही क्वेश्चन करना है 240 के लिए. अब यही करना है 240 के साथ x and 240. बट तुमको जो दिया हुआ है, ये दिया हुआ है नंबर जो होना चाहिए वो हम ये किसके लिए पॉसिबल है? 0 से 240 के लिए. तो पहले एक काम करो, 0 से 240 निकालो, फिर 0 से 120 निकालो, उसके बाद मान लो इसकी x वैल्यू है, इसकी y वैल्यू आई, द फाइनल वैल्यू विल बी x minus y. ये समझ में आया? तो पहले हमने 0 से 240 का निकाला, फिर 0 से 120 का निकाला, फिर 0 से 120 सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया, जो बचा वो कितना होगा? 120 से 240. क्या करेंगे? फैक्टर्स. ये समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? ऑल ऑफ यू, एवरीवन आउट हियर, समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? वी वांट ओनली 120 से 240 के बीच में। तो 0 से 240 निकाला, 0 से 120 निकाला, 0 से 120 सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया। Come on, now take your time and solve this question, please. Come on. Now find the answer without making any mistake. First find out 0 से 240 के बीच में क्या होगा। प्राइम फैक्टर्स हैं 2 और 3 प्राइम, 2, 3 and 5 प्राइम फैक्टर्स हैं। So it will behave like what? 240, 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 minus 1 by 3, 1 minus 1 by 5. फिर 120 के लेकर आओ। 120 in bracket 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 minus 1 by 3, 1 minus 1 by 5. दोनों बारी उसको सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दोगे तो आंसर अपने आप आ जाएगा। कम ऑन। Come on, don't take much time now. What is going to be the final answer now? Android Head unit installed in 32. The answer is 32. The answer is 32. Good enough. I hope आप, I guess आप सबको समझ में आया, right? जितने भी लोग हो आप सबको समझ में आया कैसे सॉल्व करना है इसको। ये भी किया, ये भी किया। Let's solve. Okay. Solve this question for me, which is 2013 question. Please. You guys are able to solve this? You guys are able to solve this? Yes or no? All of you who are live, give me a quick response. You guys are able to solve this? Yes or no? Everyone out here? You are saying the answer is C? Doesn't seem the answer is C. It doesn't seem the answer is 208. Others? Shall we solve the question together? Do you want me to solve the question together? Okay. Again, just like the previous question, I'll give you a perspective. The final answer has to be concluded by you only. Okay. Let me first give you a perspective how to solve. How to find a number of factors. How to find a number of factors of any number. Let's take 14400. ये करना है 1400 के नंबर ऑफ फैक्टर्स निकालो. ठीक है, इसको देखते हैं ऐसे. On the number line, the positive numbers, the natural numbers, which is the only number which has one factor? Which is the only number that has only one factor? Only one factor. You will say only number one. Only number one has only one factor. And number one ideally can be represented in the form of p ratio 0. As we know, anything ratio 0 will be 0. Now I want how many numbers will have two factors. I need how many numbers will have two factors. Or less than 100, how many numbers are there which has two factors? You will say two factors. So ideally the way you have understood prime numbers is prime numbers are the numbers which are divisible by itself and one only. Ideally, the modern definition of prime numbers is the set of numbers which has exactly two factors. The set of numbers which has exactly two factors are called as prime numbers. So we are looking at p raised to 1 will have two factors. P raised to 1 will have two factors. If I ask you how many numbers will have three factors, you will say this time p square will have three factors. For example, 8, which is 2 cube, will have p square. My bad, p square we are looking at. For example, 4, which is 2 square. 4 will have 1, 2, and 4. Will have only and only three factors. Can I say prime square? Can I say yes or no? Can I say prime square will have three factors? If I say how many values will have four factors, this time we'll say p cube will have four factors. For example, 8. 8 will have 1, 2, 4, 8. There are four factors. Which means if a number is in the form of p raised to 0, it's going to have 0 plus 1 factors. If it is p raised to 1, it's going to have 1 plus 1 factors. If it is p raised to 2, it's going to have 2 plus 1 factors. P cube is 3 plus 1 factors. P raised to x will have x plus 1 factors. Is this clear? Is the approach clear? So I'm saying if the number is in the form of p raised to x and q raised to y after prime factorization, if the number is in the form of p raised to x and q raised to y, then the number of factors is ideally x plus 1 into y plus 1. If it is in the form of p raised to x, q raised to y, r raised to z, then the number of factors is x plus 1, y plus 1, z plus 1 is the number of factors. Is this clear to all of you? So कल को किसने पूछा find number of factors of 10. You'll say it is 2 raised to 1, 5 raised to 1, so it's going to have 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, ideally 2 into 2, 4 factors. ये समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? अब तुम पूछोगे ये 2 क्यों हुआ? So 2 raised to 1 के factors क्या होंगे? 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1. 5 raised to 1 के factors क्या होंगे? 5 raised to 0 and 5 raised to 1. So ideally 1, 2, 1, 5. ये चार numbers हैं. 1 can go with any of these two, 2 can go with any of these two. So 2 into 2, 4 factors. समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? मुझे बताओ ये समझा, कॉन्सेप्ट समझा कि नहीं आया? p raised to x, q raised to y, r raised to z will have x plus 1, y plus 1, z plus 1. ये 1, 1, 1 जो है ना, ये p raised to 0 या 1. 1 is a natural factor for all the numbers. Right? केतकी, आदेश, संख्या नहीं समझ में आया तो openly बोल दो. You got to be damn concerned for your examination. We are expecting not less than 99 percentile. If you're expecting a call from, not even less than 98.5, if you're expecting a call from A, B, and C. All of you, समझ में आया तो हाँ बोल दो, मैं वापस से करूँ? Good enough. Okay. अच्छा शुभम, ये वाला पार्ट जो पहला टाइप ये नहीं समझा, ये जो सेकंड वाला ये नहीं समझा, 1 समझा कि 2 नहीं समझा? 1 नहीं समझा कि 2 नहीं समझा? भूषण 1. As said, let's take a number 12. 12 is 2 square and 3 raised to 1. 12 is 2 square and 3 raised to 1, प्राइम फैक्टराइज कर दिया. फॉर्मूला में डालोगे तो सिंपल है, 2 + 1, 1 + 1, 3 × 2, 6 फैक्टर्स. अब ये 6 कैसा है? 2 स्क्वायर है, सो 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 स्क्वायर. ये 3 फैक्टर्स हो गए 2 स्क्वायर के, और 3 raised to 1 के 3 raised to 0 एंड 3 raised to 1. समझ में आया? तो यहाँ के 3, यहाँ के 2, कोई भी किससे भी मल्टीप्लाई हो सकता है, तब जाके 6 मिले. तो ऐसे करो या तो लॉन्ग मेथड से करो. समझ में आया? So 2 raised to 1, which is 1. 1 can go and get multiplied with these two. 2 raised to 1 can go and get multiplied with these two. 2 square can go and get multiplied with these two. So 3 × 2 is 6. To get a factor. समझ में आया? अब तुम पूछोगे कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स हैं? So 3 आएगा, 1 आएगा, 2 आएगा, 6 आएगा, 4 आएगा और 12 आएगा. समझ में आया भूषण? अब मेरे को बताओ 14400 के कितने फैक्टर्स है? कम ऑन बताओ, सॉल्व दिस फॉर मी. 14400 के कितने फैक्टर्स हैं? कम ऑन, 14400 के कितने फैक्टर्स हैं? वन फोर फोर जीरो के कितने फैक्टर्स हैं? What is the answer? What is the answer? Come on. 14400 ideally is 12 square, 2 square, 5 square. 3 square, 2 raised to 4, 2 square, 5 square. 2 raised to 6, 3 square, 5 square. 7 into 3 into 3. 63 फैक्टर्स होंगे. क्या कर रहे हो संकेत? There's only 63 factors, right? ये समझ में आया सबको? All of you understood how to find the factors? All of you understood how to find the factors? Now we'll solve the question. If this is understood, now we'll solve the question. Okay. अब क्या पूछता है? The number of factors of square of a natural number. मतलब n square के number of factors is 105. n cube के कितने factors होंगे? And पूछा है find the maximum value. Do you guys want to solve this question on your own? I can give you 1 or 2 minutes for you to solve. Now you know the concept, right? करना है खुद से या मैं करूं? Do you want to give it a shot by yourself? Perfect, Prathamesh. Now take a lead. Dhanashri, Bhushan, everyone. Sanket, take a lead and try to solve the question. Take a minute and try to solve this question, please. Prathamesh got the answer as. Now Prathamesh got the answer as 280. I'm waiting for others now. Come on. Oh, what happened? कर पा रहे हो नहीं कर पा रहे हो? एक मिनट और चाहिए या मैं चालू करूं? बताओ. People who have been doing this question, do you want to take a minute more? ये क्वेश्चन है क्या? मतलब अगर मैं ढंग से देखूं इसको, ये बोलता है n क्यूब इज 105. 105 के फैक्टर्स निकालने तो 3 into 5 into 7 कर दो. It is how much? 3 into 5 into 7. अब ये नंबर्स जो निकले तुम्हारे 3, 5 and 7, ऑब्वियसली ये जो प्राइम फैक्टर्स के एक्सपोनेंट्स है उससे ही निकले. सो आइडली अगर n स्क्वायर कौन से फॉर्म में होता? p रेज टू x, q रेज टू y एंड r रेज टू z के फॉर्म में होता. सो नंबर ऑफ फैक्टर्स इसके होते हैं x plus 1, y plus 1, z plus 1, which is equal to 3 into 5 into 7. Now, can I say x plus 1 is 3, y plus 1 is 5, and z plus 1 is 5? So, ideally, x is 2, y is 4, and z is 6. Can I say x is 2, y is 4, and z is 6? In this case, We know n square will be nothing but p square into q raised to 4 into r raised to 6. ये समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? यहाँ तक समझा कि नहीं समझा? All of you let me know. ये समझा कि नहीं समझा यहाँ तक? Now if n square is this much, we know n would be how much? S का root निकाल लो. It would be p q to the power 2 and r raised to power 3. So n की वैल्यू क्या हुई? n ideally would be in this form, p raised to 1 q square and r cube. ये समझ में आया? If this is this part, so n cube क्या होगा? इस whole का cube, इसका पूरे का cube, and the value will become p cube q raised to 6 and r raised to 9. समझ में आया? ये multiply हो जाएंगे powers. अब अगर ये n cube है, so n cube के number of factors क्या होंगे? 3 plus 1 into 6 plus 1 into 9 plus 1, which is 4 into 7 into 10. The value will become 280. The value will become 280. समझ में आया कि नहीं आया सबको? All of you understood this? Yes or no? Everyone of you, all of you have understood this? Yes or no? तो ये क्या था? एक एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन था. कॉन्सेप्ट क्या था? नंबर ऑफ फैक्टर्स कैसे निकालते हैं. ये पॉसिबली एक एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन था जिसमें थोड़ा सा अपने को लंबा टाइम लगा, बट कर सकते हैं. Solve this question 2012. We have also found out in the previous concept class how to find the highest power of n which can divide x factorial. ये उसी के ऊपर है. Find the highest power of n which can divide x factorial. इसके ऊपर एक क्वेश्चन है. Please solve this question 2012. You guys are able to solve this question? Anyone who has solved this question? किसी एक से भी बन पाए सवाल? None of you? Okay, let's do it together then. बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, अगर इसको ढंग से करोगे ना. धनश्री, प्रथमेश, भूषण, एवरीवन. कैन यू रिकॉल, हमने पहले वाले क्लास में एक बार किया था, फाइंड द हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ n व्हिच कैन डिवाइड x फैक्टोरियल. ये क्वेश्चन किया था, याद है कि नहीं है? जिसमें हमने नंबर ऑफ जीरोस भी निकाले थे. कैन यू ऑल रिकॉल? We have solved this question. Find the highest power of 7 which can divide 780 factorial, something like this. याद आया सबको? ओके. अब तुम ध्यान से देखोगे ना इस क्वेश्चन को. क्वेश्चन बोलता है it's 500 factorial plus 505 factorial plus 510 factorial plus 515 factorial has been divided by 5 raised to n. What is the highest power of n? So अगर न्यूमरेटर में से 500 फैक्टोरियल अगर मैं कॉमन निकाल देता हूँ तो बचा 1. ये जो यहाँ पे 505 फैक्टोरियल 500 के आगे तो कॉमन है. यहाँ पे क्या आएगा 505 into 504 into 503 into 502 into 501. अगले वाले में क्या आएगा 5010 से 500 तक 501 तक कॉमन आएगा. अगले में क्या आएगा वापस से, अब यहाँ पे आएगा 515 से लेके 501 तक कॉमन आएगा. राइट, ये कॉमन पार्ट है. सो इस क्वेश्चन को मैं इस फॉर्म में लिख सकता हूँ कि नहीं लिख सकता हूँ? धनश्री, प्रथमेश, जो मैंने स्टेप नंबर 1 किया, ये पॉसिबल है कि नहीं है? मैंने 500 कॉमन निकाल लिया, बचा ये वैल्यू. अब क्या तुम देख सकते हो, ये जो क्वेश्चन है ये 500 फैक्टोरियल कॉमन निकल गया, 1 ले लिया. ये जो नंबर्स हैं, ये पहला नंबर, सेकंड नंबर, थर्ड नंबर, ये सब के सब मल्टीपल्स ऑफ 5 होंगे कि नहीं होंगे? धनश्री, प्रथमेश, भूषण, संकेत, ये जो पूरा सेट है, ये पूरा सेट 5 का मल्टीपल होगा कि नहीं होगा? तो क्या मैं इसको ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ 500 फैक्टोरियल प्लस 1 प्लस 5 के डिवाइड बाय 5 रेज़्ड टू n? क्या मैं इसको ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ? ऑल ऑफ यू, ये जो सेकंड पार्ट निकला 505 से लेके ये सब 5 का तो मल्टीपल है ही ना. अब क्या तुम मुझे बताओ, क्या कभी 5k प्लस 1 5 से डिवाइड होगा? क्या कभी इज दिस पॉसिबल? 5k प्लस 1 इज गोइंग टू बी डिविजिबल बाय 5? नो. सो मतलब ये नंबर तो 5 से डिविजिबल नहीं है. तो मतलब एक ही है, 500 फैक्टोरियल ही 5 से डिविजिबल है. सो क्वेश्चन इज ओनली दिस मच. Find the highest power of 5 which can divide 500 factorial. The question is only this much. The question is find the highest power of 5. I repeat, find the highest power of 5 which can divide 500 factorial is the only and only question. I hope we know how to solve this. अब 500 factorial में single 5 है, double 5 है, triple 5 है, बहुत सारे 5 हैं. तो कैसे करोगे? 500 by 5, 500 by double 5 25, 500 by 5 cube 125, 5 raised to 4 625 हो जाएगा. वो तो नहीं आएगा, सिर्फ इतना सॉल्व करना है. ये कितना हो गया? 100 सिंगल 5. ये कितना हो जाएगा? 20 डबल 5 और 4 ट्रिपल 5. द फाइनल आंसर वुड बी 100 plus 20 plus 4, which is going to be 124. Yes or no? Understood? And the answer is going to be 124. Is this clear? Everyone? समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? परफेक्ट. सो कॉन्सेप्ट सेम ही है. 5 जो हमने पहले किया था, फाइंड द हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ n व्हिच कैन डिवाइड x फैक्टोरियल, उसी कॉन्सेप्ट को यूज करके 1 plus 5 के अलग कर दिया, जो बच गया उसी को हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ 5 निकाला. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर एंड क्लीन. राइट राइट ओके. हाँ, cool. So ideally that's what is required. So जब भी तुम्हारा बेसिक जैसे खत्म होगा, you need to get some time out to solve the advanced level questions and the actual CAT questions. Along with that, we would have to plan the mock test. Okay, so tell me how many of you are interested in getting a personalized study planner? We are planning to start with your personalized study planner session, where you will be having one-on-one mentorship with the chief mentors of MBAP, who will guide you with respect to the study plan for the weekly schedule, that you need to keep and how you would have to plan and raise your progress for the given CAT examination. I hope तुम्हारे exams अब खत्म हो चुके हैं. So soon you will get a call with respect to allocating the time and slot for your postal mentorship program, in which we will give you the study plan which you need to follow, how you need to study, and how many mock tests you need to plan, so that you are able to clear the given exam which you are planning for next year. Clear? All right, and on this note, I'll take a leave for today's session. We'll also see you in the personal mentorship program, and no doubt your ongoing sessions will be always a part of it, which is going to be constant.